Welcome back to Cobble Chaos. So this weekend I ended up going to a pretty good car show. They had a bunch of old traditional hot rods and everything, and it was pretty inspirational. It was kind of good to get out of the shop and check out some stuff. It definitely gave me new fuel for the fire for the old Plymouth. But yeah, and it's my guts are saying work on that, but my deadline's saying work on the Camaro. So I'm back out here finally. I'm gonna try and get the rubber brake hose on, and the diff cover, and the pinion seal. And then hopefully, if I got a little extra time, I'm gonna start taking a look at the wiring on this and just track down. I think all it is I put a 1-wire alternator on it, and the old voltage regulator assembly. Like, I think I just gotta do a couple little tricks to that and get the fuse panel getting some power to that, and then hopefully before pretty much everything on this worked. So but yeah, one step at a time, and for now we'll get these little things done on the rear end and then see how that goes. Well, I dropped the driveline out. As you can see, this thing's been a leaky mess for quite a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I got a prayer getting this pinion nut off of here, and yeah, we'll get the yoke off and get that seal out of there. So in my haste to get out here soon to get to work on this thing, I decided to eat leftover spaghetti, and this is definitely not a leftover spaghetti project. So yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, write in the comments spaghetti. Well, it took a little coercing, but the pinion is now out, and well, the yoke, and now I'll try and get the seal out of here, and yeah, we're actually making a little progress. Alrighty, I was able to get a little slide hammer in to get this thing out of here. Yeah, it's a little beat up now, worse than it was in there, but yeah, it looks like the outer diameters are going to be the same on it. This is a little bit different style. It's got that lip. These ones I usually run like a little tiny bead of silicone around that lip, just super thin, but just to help seal that in the housing in case there's any rust or pits or anything in there. And then I look at my little yoke here. It's got a little bit of a wear groove in it, but you can't hardly feel it. You can see it, but I don't think it's going to leak. So yeah, hopefully this seal does the trick. So I got it all cleaned up in there. I'm going to put a little glob of silicone around there and beat this thing in there. Just how I like them, shiny and new with lots of goo. So you remember how I was talking about the cross pin possibly coming out and shooting out of a cover? I don't know if you can tell right here, but I was just getting ready to clean this up, and an old day, I don't know, this is all brass from being brazed. You can tell this thing's been heated up and everything, but something has poked a hole in this, and I would about guarantee it's a cross pin, other than it doesn't look as beat up as what a cross pin does. It may just come out and bulged it or something, but that's all brass, and I think, I don't know, that's some JB weld or something there, but I'm going to wire wheel this and just see what we got. I am like a third grader when I do this stuff. I don't even know what I think half the time, but I just wire wheeled all this greasy nastiness and stuff right where I'm climbing in and out underneath the car. So that is how usually I end up absolutely filthy every time I work in the shop. But anyway, so as I suspected, it appears we've had an exit point there and possibly some stuff going on there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure what's kind of crazy is there's a couple dents right in there. This is a 6-cylinder 3-speed car, so Grandma must have been hammering down to get to the Piggly Wiggly or something back in the day, and blew the rear end in this thing. So hopefully this will hold up. I can pretty much guarantee this will happen again this year. So I'm going to slap this thing on, and we're going to go for it. And then while I was cleaning that up, I just did a quick little wire wheel on that. It's still a little greasy, but doesn't have quite the chunks it did. So I'm going to get that thing slapped in, the cover slapped on, and yeah, and then I can dump oil in it probably tomorrow. Well, the rear end cover is on, so that's it. The pinion seal's in, drive line's all hooked up. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, and cover's on. So this took a little longer than I was thinking, so that's probably it for tonight. Yeah, so that's about it for tonight. I'll probably do the brake line tomorrow. I got to put oil in the rear end tomorrow anyway. I'm going to do the transmission. I figure while I'm underneath there, I'll make sure everything's got oil in it. And then I'll mess with the wiring, and at least I won't be crawling around on the floor, and this spaghetti's taking its toll on me. So, yeah. But yeah, so that's another win for the night. We're a little bit closer, and yeah, we'll make some more progress here shortly. Well, every little bit counts. So we got that buttoned up for tonight. It's really hard. Like I went to that car show this weekend. I saw some really cool traditional type hot rods, and I have wanted about a 36.3 window. And I mean, yeah, I came home from that just chomping at the bit to do something. And it's hard with this YouTube to stay focused. I generally float around. I just go with what my gut's telling me to work on that, you know, at night. And tonight I came out here. I didn't even want to touch a Camaro. I was wanting to work on this Plymouth. I've been wanting to get the door hinges loosened up on it and the doors fit so I could start getting some structure in it. But I do have a deadline on this Camaro, and everything in me says you got to work on that. You know, but coming from a show and, you know, just having that vibe where you just want to like get going, and, you know, I swear I could build a car in a day after I come back from a show like that. But no, I'm staying focused on this car, but you will see me bounce around from time to time, just because it's like sometimes I'll walk out here and my gut's telling me to do something else. So, and it might even happen during this deadline too. It's just I kind of sometimes need a little time away and something else to distract me. So, but yeah, I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to get this thing done. I do want to drive it. The days have been super awesome out. And yeah, to just go cruise this up and down the road and actually get it out of the shop would be huge. So, yeah, it's a far cry from being done, but if it can go and drive and be safe, yeah, we'll knock out the other little stuff as we go. So, but yeah, thanks again, liking, subscribing, and commenting and stuff. So, yeah, we'll keep posting more.